Good afternoon, and welcome back to the Refreshing Point. I will be sharing with you how bathroom posture affects your health. This is not a pleasant subject to discuss, and we tend to avoid talking about it. However, while modern culture seems to have evolved from squatting outdoors to resting on a first world porcelain throne, it appears the design of the common toilet is causing colons to atrophy, while resulting disease statistics and medical costs skyrocket. Without proper elimination, which is ideally 30 minutes after every meal, the human body is subjected to the buildup of toxic waste and the foundation for practically every major disease known to man. Constipation is one of the most frequent gastrointestinal complaints in the US and Western countries. Whereas many people in Asia, the Middle East, and parts of Europe use toilets designed specifically for squatting. There are at least 2.5 million doctor visits for constipation in the US each year, and hundreds of millions of dollars are spent on laxatives yearly. In addition, there are more and more people suffering from hemorrhoids. The way to reduce hemorrhoid pain is to prevent constipation, which is one of the worst triggers and pain increasers for hemorrhoids. We tend to avoid the topic of bowel movements and digestive health in general. The colon is one of the most vital organs in our body. Its job is literally to take the trash out, and it's not difficult to imagine what happens to us when it stops working properly. Processed foods, sedentary lifestyle, lack of proper hydration, medications, and the faulty modern toilet all conspire to undermine colon function and are fueling an absolute epidemic of digestive health disorders. Let's review the mechanics of going to the bathroom. People can control their defecation to some extent by contracting or releasing the anal sphincter, but that muscle can't maintain continence on its own. The body also relies on a bend between the rectum, where feces build up, and the anus, where feces comes out. When you're standing up, the extent of this bend, called the anorectal angle, is about 90 degrees, which puts upward pressure on the rectum and keeps feces inside. In a squatting posture, the bend straightens out, like a kink wringed out of a garden hose, and defecation becomes easier. Humans are designed to squat with their body weight supported by the feet when evacuating the bowel. The modern toilet, long regarded as a cornerstone of civilization, is now falling under harsh criticism. Some experts are calling the toilet one of the worst inventions in the history of modern man, for the long-term negative impact it can have on human health. The toilet instantly places us in the anatomically incorrect position for healthy bowel movements. When we sit on a toilet, there is no physical touch to activate the colon. We are left to push and strain, which can exacerbate constipation and hemorrhoids, while leading to countless other health-related complications. An Israeli doctor tested the squatting idea for a 2003 study published in the Digestive Diseases and Sciences. He had several dozen patients defecate in 3 different positions. He found that when squatting, subjects averaged a mere 51 seconds to move their bowels, versus 130 seconds when sitting on a high toilet. And as they moved from a sit to a squat, subjects were more likely to rate the experience as easier. In 2009, a group of Japanese doctors extended the previous doctor's findings by looking at what happens inside the body while people squat and sit. Image analysis showed that the anorectal angle increased from 100 degrees to 126 degrees as the subjects moved from a sit to a squat. The researchers also recorded abdominal pressure and found that the subjects were straining less when they squatted. One quick and inexpensive way to get into a squatting position on a toilet is by placing a footstool underneath your feet while sitting on the toilet. There are entrepreneurs that sell products which they have designed to help individuals get into this position, And for those who don't like explaining their squat platform to house guests, there is a Singaporean toilet that lets users switch among different squatting and sitting positions. Nevertheless, bowel movements seem to happen more naturally when in a squat. A 10-minute routine can drop down to a minute or two. You can gain an hour over a 7-day period. Thank you for watching. Good day and good health.